and you will see the creakings start to spawn. The water pushes them all into the middle where the trident killer is. Now the creakings are not dying, but every time they are damaged, you can see they are spreading to the blocks above, infinitely generating resin. What's up, guys? KingerIV here, back with another Minecraft tutorial. This is a resin farm for the new Pale Garden update that dropped yesterday. Huge shout out to my chat and TikTok and YouTube community who helped me design this farm live on stream last night. It was a ton of fun getting to explore the new Pale Garden, and just like the previous updates, we pushed ourselves to get a farm design. So as well as my Minecraft knowledge came into play, I couldn't have done without all the support of you guys last night. And as promised, here's the tutorial on how to make a resin farm in the newest Minecraft update. Now you might be asking yourself, well, asking me, I guess, Kinger, why would we ever want resin? Well, for two reasons. One, you can use it in armor trims. So if you want a nice bright orange armor trim, you can use it that way. You can also craft these blocks you see behind me. So you have resin walls and stairs, slabs, regular blocks, bricks, and then chiseled bricks. All of these are really nice building materials and are all obtained through getting resin. Before you start building this farm, you will first need to take a couple steps. So the first thing you'll need to do is locate a Pale Garden biome. They're completely washed out. They look like Minecraft has lost all their color. Trust me, you'll know it when you see it. So after you find a Pale Garden, what you want to do is wait for nighttime for a creaking to spawn. When a creaking spawns, it will create something called a creaking heart. This block I have in my hand that looks something like this. It will be glowing orange. Now, you cannot do damage to the creaking. You can only break its heart. You will need Silk Touch to collect this. If you guys want more information on that, I will make a separate video. Basically, what you're looking for is you want to hit the creaking. You'll see a particle trail going from it to its heart. Work your way back to the heart. Break the heart with Silk Touch, and you'll collect it. For this farm to work, you'll have to place the heart between two pale logs like so, and it will glow orange like that. Now, it is daytime, so the creaking will not spawn, but if we switch it to night, you'll see, give it a second, you can see a creaking has spawned. Now, they'll spawn anywhere around this heart. If I run over here and give this guy a punch, you'll see, like I said, particle effects connect him there. And you'll also notice that this has spread here. This is actually resin. Of course, I'm in creative, so it's not going to collect, but those are resin. It works kind of like Skulk in the fact that it spreads to the items near it. So again, we smack them, spreads to the logs near it. Now, this has to be pale oak logs on the top and bottom. It's important, top and bottom of the heart, or else this will not work. I recommend building this farm during the day. If you build this at night, you might be dealing with other mobs or, you know, unfortunately, the creaking itself. So I recommend building this during the day. But the first step is we're going to go up about 60 blocks. So right now we're at Y level 6. We're going to go up to Y level 60. Now that we are at Y level 60, this will make it so that nothing else can spawn underneath us. I just realized my other creaking farm might cause issues, but let's hope not. We want to make sure that there is no spawnable area around this platform. We're then going to make this platform spawn-proof. Now, you can use glass or scaffolding. I recommend using leaves, as if you're just building this over at the Pale biome, you should be able to get lots of leaves, but go ahead and make ourselves a little platform to work from. Size of the platform does not matter. Just make sure you have a way to get up here. Once it's done, make sure you remove the pillar underneath you if you have used solid blocks. Now that we have our little platform, we're going to make our collection system. So get yourself some sort of chest array. You can use lots of chests. If you're playing at AFK for hours, you can do a single double chest. You can use barrels. Whatever you want to use for your storage system, this is just going to be your output. Off the front of that, you're going to put a hopper, or I guess the back of it, and then you are going to go up one like so. Then take yourself some glass, put glass on the corners just like this. Go ahead and go around the outside like so. On the front here, you're going to use glass again. You can bring the solid blocks over like that and like that. Then take a piston. Piston goes right there, right there, right there, and right there. You're going to have an observer facing outwards like this at each of these spots, just like so. Come around to the outside, have a observer facing into each piston. We are making a trident killer. Now this trident killer will not kill the creaking, but what it will do is damage the creaking infinitely. Once you have this little setup right here, you're going to go up 2 blocks all the way around, like this, 2 blocks. Break that. Make sure you use glass or non-spawnables. It is also very important that you use non-spawnables in here. So you're going to have your hopper in the corner and then 3 non-spawnables. I recommend glass. You can use leaves. Just don't use bottom half slabs, obviously. So now that you're at this level, go ahead and put a ring on it with solid stone blocks. Cobblestone, wood, whatever your solid block of choice is. We are then going to make a water trap. So we're going to go out 8 blocks in this direction. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go out 8 blocks in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to go out 8 blocks in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, one more time on this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is important to note that this counts as 1. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 8 being the farthest block out right here. The next step you're going to do is fill in this area with solid blocks. Now that your platform is complete, you're going to go ahead and put a ring on it. So take any corner, go like this. You're going to go up 1 around the entire outside of the platform you have just created. Now that you've gone all the way around, go below, get yourself some unspawnables. I'm going ahead and using leaves again. You can use glass, you can use half slabs. Just make sure that you spawn-proof the top of this wall. Now that your water trap is complete, you want to light it up. This will prevent hostile mobs from spawning and choking up your collection system. So you're going to use jack-o'-lanterns. These are lighting blocks that are not transparent, so mobs can still spawn on top of them. So you're going to follow this pattern. You're going to go 2 out off the corner, break the floor, place a jack-o'-lantern. 2 off the corner, break the floor, jack-o'-lantern. 2 off the floor, break in place. 2 off the hole in the center, break in place. You're then going to go 2 out from each corner like that. 1, 2, right there. 1, 2, right there. 1, 2, right there. Then in the middle, you can see where it lines up. Pop these 2 out, place some jack-o'-lanterns in. Go right here, pop these 2 out, jack-o'-lanterns in. Go right here, break these 2, jack-o'-lanterns, and then go right here. Go ahead and place yourself in some more jack-o'-lanterns. The next step is to go ahead and put water in this entire area. So you're going to go to each corner and place a temporary block. Can be a solid block, can be a jack-o'-lantern, can be a piece of, dirt. Whatever you want to use, just put it in the corner. You're then going to skip a block. Skip a block. Very important to skip a block or you'll also make a giant pond in the sky. So you have your corner, skip a block, go ahead and fill it in with water. Same thing on this end. Do not fill that block in. Go right here, skip a block, go all along this edge like so. Not that block, skip that block. This whole edge like this, go right here. This whole edge like that. Now that you've done that all the way across, you see your water's flowing to the middle. Go to the top of each of those blocks. Go ahead and place in a bucket of water. You can also use ice for this if you want, but I recommend water buckets as it is kind of a waste to use ice. Now take each of those solid blocks, go ahead and break them out, or whatever temporary block you used in the corner. You're going to want to break those out. Your platform should look like this once it's done. The last step of this farm is just building the shaker for the logs. So pick one side of your hole, so you can go there, there. Pick one side of this in the middle and go up 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break those out. This 4th block on top of that, put a piece of glass like so. You want a 4 block gap between these. You are then going to make this 8 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be square up on that hole. On top of those 8 logs, you're going to go ahead and place 8 of the pale oak logs off one end. Go ahead and place a temporary solid block. Go around, place a piston in. Go ahead and remove that temporary block behind it. You're going to put a redstone redstone torch on top of that block like so. Another block on top of that. A piece of glass on top of the piston. A piece of redstone dust on top of that. And then another piston like so. These should immediately kick out. You're then going to go to the other side and place in a few more blocks. Go out 2 temporary blocks. Go ahead and break that. Place a piston facing forward. Go ahead and do the same redstone we did on that side. A torch like that with a block on top of it. A piece of redstone dust. A piece of glass right here. And then another piston on top. You'll see that this one is pushed in. This one is pushed out. What we then want to do just for now is go ahead and break this redstone. I just wanted to show you what was going to happen. Through the middle of this, you're going to place a creaking heart on each of these logs. I use 8. And then on top of that, you're going to place another row of logs. If you did everything right, it should light up all the way across. Go ahead and replace that redstone dust right there. Go all the way up to the top and place glass along the top of the pistons and on top of the logs. Coming down to the side off the bottom of this, go over 1 like so, then go over 2 more. I'm going to bring it all the way around to this side. Same deal. Bring it over 2. Temporary block in the middle, over 2 out. Should be sticking out 2 from the solid block with the torch on it. So it should look something like this. Then pick any corner. I recommend the one that's closest to the wall. Break that corner out. Place a solid block. Go ahead and place redstone dust on top of it. Then you're going to put 4 repeaters like so. Set to max ticks like this. Then you're going to go all the way around with redstone until you reach right here. A repeater going into this block. A repeater going out of that block. Go ahead and run the redstone around all the way to this side. Same deal. Repeater into the block and a repeater out of the block running back into that redstone line right there. What you will then do is, I did miss a couple pieces of glass. You're going to want 2 under the bottom right there, and you're going to want 2 coming off right there. So it's a solid wall of items and glass and blocks and stuff. Then you're going to go over to here. You're going to go build up like that, break it, go all the way across with glass, and you're going to make a glass wall as tall as the glass wall in the middle. So you're going to go all the way across like so, build it all the way up like top. You're going to go around to the other side. You're going to do the same thing. Just like this. Oh, go ahead and build it up. You don't need to put half slabs or anything on top. This will suffice for the farm. So this is all of the redstone. I did add a lever right here. All you do to turn on the farm is just flick the lever really quick. You'll see it will pulse. What happens is, as the creakings are damaged, they'll spread up to here. The shaker will then push the logs across, breaking all of the resin, and it will fall down into your collection system in the middle. The last step of this farm is to go ahead and get yourself a trident. So we'll go in right here, grab myself a trident, come down here, back to our collection area, go ahead and break this glass out temporarily, throw your trident in there, replace the glass, make sure the trident killer works. Then all you will do is wait for nighttime. With the farm running, I will go ahead and set the time to night. And you will see the creakings start to spawn. The water pushes them all into the middle where the trident killer is. Now the creakings are not dying, but every time they are damaged, you can see they are spreading to the blocks above, infinitely generating resin. This farm will run all night. It does about 9 stacks and some change of resin every night with just 8 of the hearts in play. You can expand this farm with a whole nother row of hearts. Just know at a certain point you will overwhelm the trident killer and a second trident killer, a third, a fourth. This farm is expandable as long as you have a healthy source of tridents.